Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect. Let's pick up where we left off. I made some adjustments to the sound. I hope it's better. I hope the sound quality overall is better. More importantly, the sound balance. The balance between the game volume and my volume. I've significantly dropped the game volume, so it should be quieter. I've increased the volume for dialogue, decrease the music, decrease the sound effects. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Could be good. What we're gonna do, last time I mentioned that I wanted to go and hunt for a certain set of side missions that are quite relevant to Tali. What I'd like to do is just explore this particular cluster over here, because we haven't gone there yet, and we're already in this cluster, and I guess the star system is what I meant to, Utopia. So we're going to check out Utopia. I really don't know what's here, if anything. Apparently, the system is called Utopia, and all the planets are named... oh, this is where Eden Prime is. Oh, hey. All the planets appear to be some kind of paradise naming theme that we got going on here. I don't think there's going to be much to do here. Nirvana, yeah, more paradise concepts. Little commercial or scientific interest, okie dokie. Xanadu. Let's go back to Eden Prime for a second and just read a little bit of the description. Is a model of sustainable organized development. 3.7 million people. Very comfortable temperature, very comfortable gravity. Pressure's a bit high. Nice. The other thing that is going to be a bit of a change of plans is we are actually going to go back to the Citadel. What I have recalled is that there's one side mission that I've kind of wanted to avoid. I don't think it's that interesting of a side mission, but it has a payoff I've remembered in subsequent games. So we've got to do a thing to keep a character alive so that they can come back and do another thing in another game. So here we go. We're going to do that first, and then we're going to head out to the part of the galaxy which is I think where the Geth hang out these days. Their spot. And we're going to head over there, and hopefully we'll find the side mission that Tali is interested in. The side mission isn't expressly about her, but you know, she's the one who's most relevant for it. Let's bring her, and I mean, it doesn't really matter who we bring, I suppose. We'll bring Rex.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
It's not actually, now that I think about it, not quite the contingent that I wanted, but it's fine. It's all fine. Let's head into C-Sec. If the elevator door opens, there we go. Mainly I'm just trying to pick different combinations of characters to see what kind of elevator dialogue we can get.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes.
Natural causes, you say?
Kahoku is survived by his wife and 3 children, who are planning a small private memorial service.
Uh-huh. A likely story. Cerberus has got their hands on the news media, dude. Either that or the Alliance is suppressing information because they know they don't have a grip on Cerberus, and they don't want the media to chase down Cerberus before they have a chance to. All that's possible. So we're gonna take the fast transport over to Flux. Got some banging tunes going on over here.
It's not what I heard.
Still can't dance.
More rumors about strange metal creatures with real AI, no doubt.
What's this?
Yes, but there's more.
Tell me.
Yeah, there always is.
I heard they had some connection with a rogue Spectre.
Not this again.
Why is that so hard to believe?
Whatever you say. Just don't expect us to believe it too.
I guess he's talking about the Geth. But I mean, the Geth aren't just...
Probably right. Thanks, Dolan.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Yep.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there.
Uh-huh.
If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
That's not good.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
Stating the
That's
obvious.
what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
What do you have to say about this?
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the sisters working for you?
Well, Jenna left to work at Cora's Den. Now her sister Rita is all worried she might be in some kind of trouble. Not much chance
Hey,
Jenna
Bunny.
will change her mind, though.
Welcome back.
She's a stubborn one. If she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a second. The customers loved her.
Okay. So she sounds
I
like a
see
good
you
kid.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Apparently we're going to go talk to her at Cora's Den. Yeah, Bunny, I was saying earlier that turn the game audio way down, turn the dialogue up, turn the music down, and then turn the sound effects down. And I just hoped it worked out. I'm glad that it sounds better. I think one thing that'll happen with this new mic is I'll hopefully be able to get rid of some background noise. Maybe? I'm kind of raising my voice a little bit just to make sure that it all balances out, which I think is fine. It's not painful or it's not much effort. What's up, Rex?
Just had a good thing going here. Too bad he got greedy.
Yeah? What do you think, Tally?
Dancers are highly respected among my people, but I get the feeling these women are not held in high esteem.
You're correct. Neighbors might object, but I don't think it's loud enough for that. And certainly they're not going to hear all the shooting, none of the rat-a-tat-tat. I got my headphones on. I just think it's good to force me to project my voice just a tiny bit so that I focus on speaking clearly.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
Okay.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
Because I'm not. This is actually what I would say.
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself.
I mean,
I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
they don't get paid for that either. They get paid for other things. So we've been defeated by Jenna and her mood. What's going on here?
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Oh dear. Jenna?
What did you just say?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What the hell was that about?
I guess we'd better go find out.
I love this ominous mystery music that just played. So let's head over to CSEC. Apparently we've got their attention. That would be here. Which, honestly, going to CSEC would have been the logical thing to do first, rather than just sort of charging blindly into a bar and speaking loudly about CSEC and undercover operations and eavesdropping on the patrons of said bar. Hey, Chelik.
Detective Chelik, come into my office. I want to discuss this in private.
Yeah?
No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
Careful, buddy.
Watch your tone, Chelik.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
Time to have a...
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Time to have a cliche, angry police station argument. Is it worth it?
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
Yeah.
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
It's part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
So we could do a thing to help the guy out, or I can just talk him out of it. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna talk him out. Well, no, I'm gonna do the thing. Actually, just for the sake of seeing what it takes.
Some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge?
These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I like how the voice actor just changed there from one person to another. I don't know why, but...
Where can I find this, Jax?
Jax is down in the
now
lower
we're back to
level
the
of
original voice
markets.
actor.
I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
So I could have short-circuited this mission, but I'm not going to. We're going to go actually play it out. Why not? We're going to go do a little transaction here. And apparently, if we can get this dealer, that'll be enough for Detective Chelik to let Jenna off the hook. I don't think she's on the hook, but I guess he'll just say... Yeah, they probably did redo the line for some reason. Maybe the first file got lost somewhere. Are you still looking for that refund? You're still standing there.
Welcome back, EarthClan.
Show me what you've got.
Do you have any... I never got these licenses? Man, I gotta make sure to get all the licenses. Is this any good? I mean, not compared to what I have. It's actually quite low level. Never mind. Gotta get all those licenses. It's important. It'll come into play much later. Much later. Moreland, you got any licenses for me?
Hello there. Welcome to Moreland's famous shop. You want many good... Oh, you will be
Standard
pleased.
items. Geth Armory license, I want that. Grenade. Geth Armory, I don't know why they have a license. Yeah, I'll take that. Warlord 5. It's not gonna be better than what Rex already has. It's definitely not better. But yeah, more licenses means more stuff for the Alliance Requisition Officer. Hey, what's up, Jax?
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Yes.
Do you have the X mods?
The X mods?
Show them the merchandise. That looks about right. Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Yeah, sure.
Here you go.
You can toy with them a bit, but there's no point to it.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Now, it was an option to just fight them here and now. It would have actually resolved the story and everything, but we're not going to do that. Remember, this is a Paragon Shepherd. He's fairly lawful good. He's well behaved, as shepherds go.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Return that for you. Thanks. Hasn't worked well since I bought it.
Hey, are you refunding his stuff?
Here you go. Your account will be credited.
Garrus,
You did.
you're
You took his
moonlighting.
return. Look, I'm telling you, I bought this here. Why won't you return it?
I can't take it back unless...
I know. Unless I have a proof of purchase.
Correct. That's how commerce works. So we are now going to head back to CSEC. And check in on Chelik, see if he's satisfied or not. Again, a renegade shepherd might have just arrested them right then and there and probably would have gotten into a firefight and killed them. That might have put Jenna at risk. That would have probably pissed off Chelik in his investigation.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Keeping tabs on me? Probably.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Huh. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it, and you've earned some payment for your work. As for Jenna, I'll make sure we get her out of Kor's den immediately.
Good.
Now I need to get these mods into evidence.
Ah!
Thanks again, Shepard.
The other actor. That was so bizarre. Like, they didn't even get close. What equipment? Snowblind Round X. Reduced to Omnigel. Squad? Who? Oh, Tali. What do you got? You can get that. It's fine. Let's save there. I always notice when the voice actors change, and one of the most distracting things that's going to happen in the entire series is when they eventually change Morden's voice actor from Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3. It's really painful for me. Because the guy, I mean, he does, to his credit, I mean, he really tries. But it's just not close. It's really not close. Not close enough. It's close enough to be passable and not close enough to avoid distracting me. We're gonna go back to Flux and just check in on Rita, see if she's satisfied with what we did. Whoa, what's this? Oh, another side mission. Yeah, I mean, Morden is everybody's favorite character, or one of everybody's favorite. I always felt like with the voice actor change and some of the less proficient writing, that Morden in Mass Effect 3 felt like a caricature of Morden from Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, what is it?
What happened?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
Were you?
And yet here you are, cheater.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
As an experiment?
It still sounds like cheating to me.
Correct.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Ah, now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Isn't that still cheating?
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's
oh,
illegal
ME2
to
was
use my
fantastic,
system,
Bunny.
but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others.
ME2 was so
I
great.
just need a few more wins recorded.
And the thing was with Mass Effect 2, they focused so much on the characters that you spent so much time with the characters that you really get to know them. So any change, however small, between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 really stands out. And honestly, I probably could have forgiven the voice acting, the voice actor change, if they had really the same level of writing.
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
What's in this for me?
Keep your winnings. That should be payment enough, I think.
Does the device help me win?
I already asked
The
that.
device is nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
Give it to me.
I'll help you out.
Huh. I suppose I could let you try it. Here you go. When you've recorded enough wins, it'll let you know. Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened to me.
Yeah, but I'm a Spectre.
Off you go. That data won't collect itself.
I'm big on collecting data in contravention of Citadel regulations.
Still can't believe that could happen out in the open like that.
Rita?
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I'm glad. That's nice.
I was glad to help out.
I really was.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
And yet, you seem less than pleased.
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
Oh my god, everybody's an ingrate. Nobody appreciates the work of a hard-working Spectre like me. Bouncer? What's up, dude?
It's good to see another human in here.
I mean, sure. Doran, where you at? Hey, what's up, Jenna?
Hey there, welcome to Flux.
You don't even recognize me?
I'll be right over.
Oh my god.
Take a seat, someone will be with you soon.
You get no face from Jenna here, there, in any circumstance. No respect. No appreciation. Hey, Doran.
Hello again. Can I help you?
Look at this.
I've got something you might be interested in.
Let me see that. You got that from Shells, didn't you?
Sure did.
I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass for it, too. Thanks for bringing this to me.
No worries, dude.
Cheaters shouldn't prosper.
That's right.
I agree with you on that. Thanks again. Take a few shots at the Quasar. On the house.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
This Shep's got a real uptight attitude about the rules. All the stress that he's under, he's just trying to deal with it by adhering more and more closely to regulations and laws. It gives him comfort. Hacks defeated, man. All the Haxors, we're catching them all, reporting them to PGI.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device yet?
Yep. Gave it away.
Actually, I gave your device to Doran.
But that was years of work. What am I gonna do now?
You could put your talents to better use.
Yeah?
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
I mean, I can think of many ways to make it worse. But I'm not gonna. Alright, well that's good. So Jenna's okay. This guy is out of luck. Maybe he'll come back again. I don't remember him coming back, but you never know. We've removed one more cheater from the universe. That's good. We'll get out of here now, I think. I don't think there's anything left to do, really. But you never know. Maybe something will come back later. Some additional missions might open up at some later point in time. I haven't explored the Presidium in a while, so there might have been some extra characters that popped up there or something.
Some people back there didn't like you, Tully.
Many think less of Quarians for traveling in the flotilla and for creating the Geth. They see us as scavengers, little better than thieves.
Perspective is a wonderful thing. Wait until their homeworld gets wiped out.
Foreshadowing. And away we go. Don't you worry, Tally. We're going to take care of your mission.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Man, the Normandy VI. So having taken care of that, as I guessed, as I was saying last time, I guessed that this is probably where we're going to find the mission that I want.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
What do you got for me?
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
Yep, this is exactly the mission that I want. And Admiral Transmission Hackett is here to tell us all about it.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard.
I know just the guy.
Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Now here we are. So that is the mission, and we would have gotten this mission in a different way. There was a console back on Pharaohs where had we been able to hack it at that moment, we would have gotten notification of this mission. That's one thing that's great about Mass Effect 1 is they've tried to, you know, they didn't force you to learn about stuff, you know? They didn't just shove it in the player's face. But they did create many different ways for players to discover that all these side missions. They just sort of sprinkled it around. Yeah, and encouraged discovery. Technical civilization near the equator, ancient spacefaring race, the ruins had almost been eliminated. This is apparently some kind of Easter egg, monsters from the id. It's a reference to something in pop culture, but I don't know what. Maybe not pop culture, I don't know. It's a reference to something. Pressure. It's a high pressure world. Okay, this is the one we need to hit. Another red world. Wow. There's apparently some kind of rogue, almost a planet, coming in here. And the gravity and tidal effects are apparently ripping the 2 planets apart. Which means in a few 100,000 years, million years, if they get torn apart like that, this could be an asteroid belt. I guess? I'm speculating. Let's check it out. Geth means Tali. We can bring Tali, and we can... Should we bring Liara? We'll bring Liara. A perfectly balanced squad. That's the rogue planetoid, I guess. That's the thing that's about to rip this planet apart. It seems extremely close, if you ask me. Jeez Louise. Seems extremely close. Alright, where do we want to go here? I think this is the mission, so we'll go directly there. This is probably just some random stuff. And that appears to be some random stuff. I just want to check one thing here. Now we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's go. I mean, it looks cool, but it just looks far too close. Right? Like at this range, I mean, I have no idea. I have no frame of reference for how big it should be. I don't know. Yeah, this looks like a really awkward approach, actually. Probably have to go around the side to get up there, because this looks really steep right here. It's very picturesque. I think we can get up here. I think. Not easily, but we're doing it. There probably was an easier way, some other path, but... no, no. Yeah, I can't. Alright, let's see. I feel like this is just going the absolute wrong way. The most difficult possible way. But we're already committed. We're committed. Let's do it. We're almost there. We did it. We did it, team. Woohoo! Hang on a second. Geth, and apparently there will be husks. Well, I am really glad that I brought Liara with me. We're gonna make sure we got the old tungsten ammo on this thing. Don't I have any better tungsten? I guess 7 will do. Liara... I mean, incendiary... I mean, if you're gonna do incendiary, at least do infernal. Jeez. And Tally, you got tungsten rounds 4. You can certainly do with some better tungsten rounds. Wow, that's bad. Better combat optics, and sure, take a... No, don't take a scram rail. I don't really care what you take other than that. Take that, I guess, if you want. And in general, take a better gun. Yeah. What's this? Kinetic buffer? Take this, I guess. That seems way better for you. Just gonna save here to avoid any possibility of having to redo that inventory management. So, I mean, we've been amply warned about the possibility of husks, so we'll treat it... We'll go on that assumption. I mean, there might be just regular Geth as well. And this was described as an overrun colony, so we have to assume the Geth showed up and huskified everybody. Tally here. Liara there. And these awkward corners.
Take cover.
Alright, husk buddies, get over here. Yep. Keep coming. There we are. Perfect. Let's all get together. And while we're all getting together, Liara, can you just break their shields? And Tally, you got that too, don't you? Well, let's just get ourselves a bit of breathing room. We're about to have singularity again. Is that all of them?
All clear.
Yeah. Let's see what's back here. They could have, I mean, not only is the general building layout the same, they could have changed some of the interior boxes here. Oh, we're doing it again, are we? Unfortunately for you guys, we are quite ready. Oh, and behind us. Who's here? Oh, that's actual Geth. Holy shit. That's a problem, but here's what we're going to do. There's a Geth Destroyer over there, and he's about to get himself hacked. And he's going to go play with his friends. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep myself immunity up. Hey, Liara, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you really can't stand up to this level of fight. Let's not kid ourselves. I'll do the tanking here, thank you very much. Hey dude, you're hacked. Go fight them. Don't fight me. Can you push him please? He's being very rude. I've mentioned it before, but in this game, hack does not make enemies friendly. It just makes them berserk. They fight whatever's nearby. So that guy, he was probably fighting some of his friends until he killed them all, and then he came and charged us because we happened to be closer than the remaining Geth. Let's see what else is going on here. At least we understand that that's a possibility now that we might get ambushed. I mean, you have to assume the Geth did that on purpose. Ooh, it's not the one that I want though. And if this was a Predator H8, it would have been something good enough to rival the armor that I've got on right now. But this is just simply not as good. I still don't think that I would have used a different armor. I think this armor that I've got on still would have been better, because this is also 8 level. And it's Colossus armor, and Colossus armor is the kind that I like for the kind of build that I have. Whoa, what should I do here in this building? Was that it? Like, is there something I need to kill, or what does it say in my journal? Eliminate all 4 Geth outposts. You know what? I'm gonna guess that there might be 1 or 2 Geth hanging out outside the building, and once they're dead, the mission will recognize that I've cleared out this planet. I hope. Let's see if I'm right. I mean, I have to assume that a lot of stuff that I'm just sort of suspecting or surmising is just stuff that I half remember from the many playthroughs of this game that I've done before. So it feels like I'm guessing, but I'm probably just half remembering. No? What? What? Hey! Who invited you? Why can't I, Oh shit. Where'd that thing go? I wanted to shoot it. Die. You know, these dragon's teeth are a real problem. They're seriously limiting my mobility.
3 more outposts to go. The first step in a long journey.
I guess that did it. By the way, you see this bit here? This is the easy road that I should have used. Right here. Alright. Let's go back to the Normandy. Liara is right, it is a bit of a long journey, so we may as well get on with it. Yeah, but that Geth ship, I think it's gonna come back again and again. Tereshkova. I actually don't know if you can damage it. I never have, I'm sure. I've certainly tried to shoot at it, but I don't think I've ever destroyed it. Or even seriously damaged it. Antibar. Cold World. Could be a target for long-term terraforming. Okay. Let's check out the rest of these planets and then we'll hit Antibar. Anything interesting here? Okay. We ejected from the system. Oh, really? Interesting. Let's check this world out. Same setup. I mean, that's pretty to look at. In a binary size, the star system here. So there's an anomaly here, but if you take a close look, this perfectly flat circular shape, I'm like 100% sure that's going to be a Thresher Maw. I don't need to remember anything to know that that's probably where a Thresher Maw is going to be. So let's go do that. Let's go kill ourselves a Thresher Maw. We haven't done that in a while. Not that it's particularly the most thrilling thing that you could do, but it's like, guys, you gotta hide your traps more in a more subtle way. Oh look, Thresher Maw. How shocking. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I mentioned in a previous stream how these guys sometimes they don't give you the animation before shooting, which is pretty dangerous because you might get caught by their attack. And as I remember, their attack just disregards shields, so it would have gone directly to hull damage. Dude. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yep. Yep. There we go. See you later, bud. The Geth were lured here. The vehicle and the human corpses show the telltale signs of Geth weapons fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Thresher Maw. Okay, so the Geth came here to ambush some humans, and then they got ambushed by the Thresher Maw, apparently. Turnabout is fair play. What's this? Some Prothean ruins? The humans would have been here to investigate these Prothean ruins, probably.
I'm on my way.
Is there anything here that's worth investigating? Got a data disk. Okay. Well, that was kind of neat. So the Geth ambushed an archaeological team, and then they got torn apart by a Thresher Maw. Seems fair. Makes sense too. Geth are highly dependent on shields, and Thresher Maw attacks bypass shields, so there you go. Perfectly logical and consistent. We're gonna ignore those minerals. I'm not so fussed about those minerals at all. The fact that we're jammed indicates the presence of Geth nearby. And I think they're right up ahead. Kind of going by memory here based on my recollection of the map. It should be just around this corner somewhere. Yeah, down this corridor, I guess. Oh hey, that ship's here. Where are you? Show me, show me, show me, show me. Where is it? Oh jeez. I need to find a better position to fight from. That's what I really need to do. That was a very awkward angle. So we got rocket guys, and we got an armature or a colossus or something. It's a colossus. I'd actually rather take out these rocket guys first, and these sniper guys. I can't because I can't raise the gun of the Mako that high. I need to restart this whole process. Where's the sniper at? You? You're a guy. And you. And you. Oop. Looks like we got hit. Did you interrupt that? Okay. Got that guy. Took a hit, but we can tolerate a hit or two. We can tolerate a few strays here and there. Where are the other? There you are. Man, the Colossus is intercepting the shot. That guy's done. That guy's gone, so it's just the Colossus. We're still going to deal with him from a distance. We paid the price of being Cavalier before. So we're going to be responsible here. And take him out in the methodical way. God damn it. Speaking of being Cavalier. You know, now that I think about it, and I really should try this. It's a bit late now, but I should try to go before doing this. Tali has master level AI hacking. So in principle it should affect this Colossus. Next time we see a Colossus with enemy Geth around, and we're gonna try that. I'm gonna rush in and hack that guy. As it is now, there's no one left for him to shoot except us. So there's no point to hack it now. These bursts of machine gun fire aren't really doing anything. Other than just sort of preventing the Colossus from regenerating shields effectively. Yeah. Get over here, you. I can shoot you too. Eat a dick. Can I actually blow up the ship? Well, it's not going to stick around long enough. It doesn't like all this tank fire that I'm giving it. Yeah, run away. Shock Prime. There's a Geth Prime in there. So let's try this out. I think we can hack a Prime. We're going to run around. We're going to get around the corner of this building here. It's a lot of guys. Alright. I'm going to turn the car around just in case I need to beat a quick retreat, which I may need to. Where's the Prime? There's the Prime. Now, Primes make all other Geth like really effective, apparently. We're going to do this, and we're going to do hacking and hope for the best. And I'm going to probably hit immunity. Let's see what that does. Oh, it's all bad. It's all bad. Running away. Did that do anything? Is the Prime hacked? Not. I mean, if it was hacked, it wasn't hacked for very long. Dude, look at all those rockets. All our shields are completely gone. We're gonna get around this corner a bit. We're gonna go through a little fixing routine. Are we? I guess we're not. We're gonna at least let the shields recharge. You know, I wanted to try a thing. I tried a thing. It didn't work out. Didn't get killed either, so that's good. And, you know, lesson learned. Or maybe it did work out, but just I was actually looking at the wrong Prime. I don't know. Can't really do much at this distance as far as hacking goes.
Taking hits.
Yeah, we are. Thanks to the warning, Tally. Can I fix this thing or what? Here we go. And just a few more shots and we should have them down. But did you see just the number of rockets that were chasing us as we turned that corner? That was ridiculous. That knockdown's good. That knockdown should be good. Anybody else? Just primes now. It's kind of fun to knock them down. I got a level off that. He got all his shields back. He must have a shield recovery ability. He doesn't have a knockdown recovery ability, it seems. Well, he can recover just.
2 outposts done. We're halfway there.
Primes often come with the repair drones. So maybe he was just getting repaired by a friendly drone. There was another blip on the radar that disappeared when we killed him. Well, all's well that ends well. We're halfway through. Wait, that was a horrifying number of rockets. You know, but they're mixing it up. Give them credit. It's not just another building full of husks. I appreciate that. Casbin, I think this is the world, yep. Classic pre-garden terrestrial world. Casbin has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, we're going to ignore that. And any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. That sounds lovely, if extremely hot. 99 Celsius. I hope we're landing at a relatively cooler spot. Matriarch writings. We already got all of those. And there is actually a small and payoff for collecting all the matriarch writings. It's small and borderline trivial, but we got it. It'll also come into play with some other things that we've done. Casbin. Let's hit it. Pretty looking world. Oh yeah, it's passing through the tail of a meteor shower or something. That is something. Anomalous signal, Geth outpost. Alright, look, let's hit the Geth outpost. Let's hit these first and then we're gonna do that. I actually want to see what's up here. This is one of those half-remembered things where I feel like there might be something worth checking out over here. if nothing else, I want to get to a higher point and just admire the view. This looks like a relatively passable way up. Let's go. There we go. That's a bit awkward over there. The edge of the world. You can just hang out here for a while. It's very peaceful. Borderline meditative. Certainly more so than trying to navigate this tank. What have we here? A beacon. What kind of beacon? Some kind of ID tag. One of our random collection quests. Got some debris over here and an anomalous signal over there. I think I'm going to hit the anomalous signal first, because the debris looks like it's down at the bottom of one of these little cabin valleys, and it looks super steep and annoying. I might skip it entirely actually and just go directly for this anomalous signal, and then to the Geth outpost and wipe that out. That's, I think, what I'm going to do. So let's just try to carefully navigate this ridgeline and not fall into this really deep pit that looks super duper annoying to get out of. What is this? Anomalous signal leads us to a bunch of enemy signatures. Well, I'm glad we chased this down. You can see them already. Oh, it's a bunch of Geth. Armatures and turrets. Holy moly, look at all that. That's a lot to fight. I need to line in sight some of them. Right now I'm not lining. Whoa! 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 I need to line of sight some of these. How about this? Can I do it this way? Did that hit me? I guess it hit me. Yeah, it did. There we go. This, I don't think it hit me like that. Found just the right angle. Alright, we got one down. So we gotta carefully pick them apart one at a time, because I don't want to be dodging 15 rockets at the same time. That's just asking for casually taken damage. Nothing there. Let's get a little bit closer. As with this, just a bunch of turrets and armatures, but what are they defending exactly? What's out here? Looks like some dragon's teeth are there. And some kind of consoles. I wonder if those consoles will have something we can hack, or maybe Tali can recover something. I don't remember. These guys seem to have calmed down and are not fighting us. Whoop. can't. The angle's wrong for me to be able to shoot him. But I probably can take out this turret. Right? I need to pick one or the other. I'll stick with the armature for now. I think I'm safe from both. God damn it. Let's get this armature down. So just as a quick thing, if I had been trying to farm these guys for XP, I would wear this armature down to just about here. And then do that. And that just doubles my XP right there. So I would have gotten 400 some odd XP for fighting that guy had I been in the Mako at the moment that he died. But because I popped out and did the last like 0.1% of damage on foot, you get double XP. I don't know if it's double exactly, but it's a lot more. I mean, let's just see how much XP we get for blowing this guy up in the Mako. Yeah, it's basically double. We got 345 XP for that. And we were getting 800 plus for knocking them out on foot. So it definitely makes a big difference. You just do this. 864 XP, that's just plus more than 500 XP per kill. An anomalous signal. Do tell. Do tell me more. Is there nothing I can do?
Lead on, Commander.
Lead on, but they are. Tally, what do you say about this?
Ready whenever you are.
I can't do anything. I can't click on anything. There's nothing interactable. That's so disappointing. I guess they're not Dragon Seed. This looks like some kind of transmission station, I guess. I have no idea if these things blow up, but I assume not. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping for some kind of extra payoff for coming here, but I guess not. Let's head to the main base. If this outpost was in contact with the main base, then presumably they should be aware of our arrival, or at least our presence on the planet. You guys like that backflip that I just did? Mako, man. Indestructible. Looks like there's some kind of minerals right here. And since they made it really convenient, I'll pop out and get them. Yeah, heavy metal. I think it'd be cool with the Mako if they created a way where you could control it mid-air. Like right now when I'm mid-air, the only thing I can do is just jump like this. And whatever direction the Mako happens to be oriented, that's the direction I'm going to get pushed. If I go like this, that'll push me back and up a little bit slightly. Because I have the bottom of the vehicle happens to be pointing forward. So if I go here, as I'm tilted forward, I can do this and sort of... it doesn't really make much of a difference. Basically what I'm saying is I think they could have done more with the jump jets. With the Mako's jump jets. It would have been cool if you could... Ooh, that ship again. Where are you at? I'd like to shoot you some more, but... you appear to be only warning me about your presence. Yeah, what I was saying is I would love for there to have been some kind of manual control of the Mako's mass effect fields. So it would have been super cool if you could, in addition to, you know, hitting the jump jets, adjust the Mako to have like more or less gravity, more or less mass. And then that would have been pretty cool, because then you could, you know, you could probably have more interesting maneuverability. They could create some kind of challenges. Oops, some sniper got me. Or maybe there are areas that are only accessible if you reduce your mass and you get a nice big, you know, a nice big giant running start, and then you leap off the edge of a cliff, and then you hit your jump jets, and then you can clear a gap and then reach a bunch of cool stuff on the other side. All of that would have been awesome. Now, do I think they should have implemented all that instead of writing a great story? Of course not. But I'm just saying that would have been cool. Here you are again. See, it has a health bar. Dude. And it's burning. Die. Let me see if I can... Ooh, dude, we're getting close. We're getting close. Dude, can I kill this thing right here and now? That would be awesome. Come on, come on, come on. Don't go away. Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. Please don't go anywhere. I don't think I've ever killed this thing.
Just one more outpost left.
Wow, I guess... Oh, I guess I was supposed to do that. Maybe I have done that. Maybe I have done that and I just never noticed that I did it because nothing happens. It just flies away. It's kind of a disappointment.
Finally some action.
Whoa, finally some action. What are you talking about? Have you not been enjoying the action? But so I'm guessing I never thought that I killed it because it just flies away. It doesn't give you any indication that you killed it. But apparently the Geth dropship itself is the outpost. Did it expect me to fight the dropship while I was also fighting like the dudes underneath it that it dropped off? Why would I do that? Okay, I probably got a bit overly excited there. That's alright. That's alright. It's just fun at it's just a fun concept. Let's head back to the Normandy. I guess that was the third planet out of the 4. Third star system, and now we're on to this one over here, Vamshi. Let's see what we have here. Another Magi opens the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of da-da-da. Vamshi B is an aging red giant of class blah blah blah. Over 220 times the size of Sol. An atmosphere. Unsavory characters often use this place. Oh, they just dump slaves, hostages, and other people down there. And if you're able to kill the other thing, you might get picked up after and survive the lethal radiation. This place sounds delightful. Can't wait to get down there. No wonder the Geth are down there. They seem... I have no idea if the Geth suffer from radiation, but I imagine not. I imagine not. I mean, I think in the mission where you recruit Tali in Mass Effect 2, the Geth shields might be affected by the solar radiation on that mission. I'm not sure. Ooh, that looks good. Dude, we're on a run of red planets here. Would you look at that? I mean, once again, there's no way there should be this much of a star field behind these two stars. But that's just cool. That's just cool looking. Alright. Enough gawking. Geth outpost is up here, anomalies over there. We're going directly to the objective. The objective looks like it's up the mountain here a bit. So we might have to find a way to get up there. And now that I'm getting closer, I'm starting to remember a bit. Okay, you can see there's this path up here. And you can tell that there's turrets right here along the path. You could probably even shoot them from here. I mean, they're shooting back, but the chances of me getting hit at this distance are pretty low. As long as they keep moving, there's no way they're going to be able to lead me. They're a bit hard to spot in this light, but not that hard. There might be more turrets, but I think we're okay for now. Oh, there's definitely more turrets. You can see some of them are shooting me from up there. We'll deal with them. There's one pretty close now. There you are. Whoa. You sense trouble, do you? Your senses are uncanny. There we go. 2 pistol rounds from whoever that was. I don't know if it's Tally or the Ara. Or enough to take it down. Where it's convenient, I am kind of farming XP a bit. This is a bit awkward. I have to expose to both of them simultaneously. Maybe we won't be farming XP on this particular section. I'm going to try to get closer to this rock over here to be able to hide my nose properly.
On my way.
Hiding the nose, that's an official strategy in Mass Effect 1. Go. Maximizing that XP. It's getting harder and harder to get levels now. And the levels that you get are worth less and less. Another outpost here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta pay attention. Where's this last character? What? Dude. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Colossus. No need for all that. Where do you even come from, dude? Dealing with a lot of Colossus later on. At this stage in the game, they're starting to become more and more of a frequent occurrence. I don't know how many we've seen so far, but it can't have been very many. Fun to play as a Colossus. I feel like you could maybe hack one of these things and then like actually drive it around and control it. That might be fun. Be a fun little game mode.
Heading out. This is odd. I would have expected expected one of these outposts to be a main base of operations for the Geth incursion into this region.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside the star cluster.
It must be a message from a primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and eliminate them. It must be a message from a primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and eliminate them.
Are you gonna say it a third time? Did they say it was within the star system or star cluster? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's get back to the Normandy and check things out. Because if it's within the star system, that means it's on another planet here somewhere. But no, they opened up this other place here. Another star system in the same cluster, I guess. In the nebula. Benda. Planet about which there is an extranet conspiracy theory. I guess that's where we're going probably. You don't usually see planets with moons unless that moon's important. Oop. Gotcha. We had to get that polonium. Hydrogen helium gas giants, some kind of ammonia-based life forms. Okay. Solcrum, largest moon of the gas giant Notaban. We're done with the red planets, now we're on to the blue planetoids. The surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated. Blue giant Grissom is the one doing that. Surface temperature 350 degrees Celsius. Dude. That's a sunburn and a half. Debris, anomaly, and then I guess this doesn't have a title. Since this is kind of a special planet, if I click on things, does it... Let me just see what this anomaly is, I guess. Dude. Once again with the super up-close stars. So that's the gas giant that we're orbiting. And that's a star. I mean, is it possible that the star is so gigantic but really far away that this is what it would look like? Regardless, given the intensity of the radiation, there's no way we should see this many stars, right? Or does that have to do more with the atmosphere and less with the intensity of the star? I mean, maybe you could see them here but not there? What do I know, man? I'm no scientist. Alright, whatever this is, I hope it's worth it. A sorry capsule, I guess we're gonna get a matriarch writing or something. Yep, matriarch's writing. Alright, let's go directly to our objective. Does it have a title now? Destination? And destination is there because I put the flag down there. You know what I mean? Like if I could just shift the Mako into low grav mode or low mass mode and then just go boom. Being so close to a star. Yeah, dude, we need some serious sunblock. Sunscreen factor 300,000, I think. We do have a level 1 hazard here, so if we stick around long enough, the radiation will overwhelm our suits. But we're definitely not going to stick around long enough. Definitely not sticking around. But yeah, it's a blue giant, man. It should be super intense, I would think, right? I would think. What do we have here? Looks like more Colossus. Yep. And some sniper dudes. Rocket dudes, looks like. I'm gonna try to move around and take care of the rocket dudes as a first priority, just to simplify the fight and have fewer variables. You guys make sure I don't drive right up to the Colossus where it can hit me easily. Now these Colossus, they are actually also shooting machine guns at me. Oh damn it, the terrain made me miss that. And as we've already established, they have a mountain of HP. That animation was kind of janky. And they also move. They take steps here and there. So we're okay here for the moment. We found a good spot, but that other Colossus is going to be chasing us down pretty soon. They move pretty slow though. Blue giants are burning in a hurry. Yeah, they sure are. They sure are. In Mass Effect Andromeda, they'll bring back this environmental hazard aspect of the game a bit. There are certain areas that are too dangerous or irradiated until you take steps to deal with that threat. And you can only be outside of your vehicle for short periods of time. Man, that was worth it. Look at that XP. 1,700. Alright, where's the other guy? There you are. He's getting kind of close, and uncomfortably close, actually. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I was right not to like it. Look at that, he almost hit me. You're sneaky. You're sneaky, you. Whoa! And that time he did hit me. Man. This guy's a sniper. Let's try to find a different angle. Without getting stuck on rocks, hopefully. Maybe this angle over here. I want a little bit of distance, a little bit of separation, so hopefully prevent him from being able to change the angle quickly on me. And if I can control the angle, I should be safe. There we go. The downside of this is I can't see just how much HP he has left. And knowing how much HP he has left would help me judge when I should stop shooting and when I should get out and finish him off on foot. So I'm going to guesstimate. And then I'm going to move a little bit closer. Just to sort of check his health. I mean, it's just one now. I can probably be a little bit more. Oh no, he's got plenty of health left. I can be a little bit more active. I don't have to be quite so passive with just one. His animation doesn't seem to be doing much. It looks like the walking animation is overcoming the shooting animation. So I just gotta time it really. And rather than look for the animation to tell when he's about to shoot. There we go. You see, that was worth it. We got a level out of that. It was worth a little bit of solar radiation. Looks like one of these circular facilities with a big giant Geth thing on top. But despite being a circular building, we've got the we got a different building model inside here. This is usually those buildings that are big and blocky, not the circular buildings. Anyway, let's level up a bit since we're here. I don't know what to get next with Shepard. Better shield boost, maybe. This will just increase my toughness and durability, which sounds okay to me, I guess. Liara, you get that master lift now. You can lift any enemy in the game. And Tali will make you tougher, I guess. Yes, that's what we'll do. Dude, I got 2 levels and I didn't even notice. I haven't been paying attention. Man. What should we... You know what? This probably... That's probably going to help me more. I'm guessing. Alright. Let's save here. And let's see what we can do about this situation. What I'd really like is to be able to... There we go. I wanted to target this destroyer. And I wanted to hack him. I'll hit immunity just in case I'm about to get blasted by a rocket or something.
I've lost shields!
Yep, that was really good timing. And by the way, you guys seem like you're about to get blasted, so you go there. And you go there. Just get out of the way. Hey, Tali. What did I say? Get out of the way. They're going to be fighting each other for a bit. You can see their... Look at that. Ah! Whoa! You got a Juggernaut up there. Alright, buddy. How about you get lifted, now that we've got Master Lift?
This will help.
We can deal with you.
I've lost shields!
Oh yeah? Have I now? Alright, we broke the shields, and now we're just... I should have immunity up at all times. Oh, these guys... These stalkers are the worst, man. Absolutely the worst. These are the sappers for the Geth. You're dead. And you will be dead soon. We're gonna just break some shields here. And finish you off. There's another destroyer. Nice big singularity. Actually, this is really useful because it might reveal any enemies that I can't see at the moment. The singularity might pull them in. There we go. As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. That's it.
Perimeter secured.
There's a bunch of Geth tech around here. They've dressed the place up in their own particular distinctive style. Geth a few Alliance things around. Geth terminal. Number of encrypted Geth data files in the proper hands that could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. I can think of one person who would have a great deal of use for such information. But so yeah, the Geth, we're listening to a Quarian sing. Doesn't seem like a Geth thing to do, but we'll learn more about their behaving so out of character in this space. As we know from Mass Effect 2, the Geth that are fighting us and allied with Saren are actually a different faction than the main Geth. They have a different set of beliefs, a different set of plans. I guess that room is not a room. And I'm not sure if these Geth that we've been fighting in this area are Reaper allied or not. Why would a bunch of Reaper allied Geth be listening to Quarian music? I'm gonna guess that they're not. Let me just double check before I leave that we finish this mission. Geth incursions. Yep. For the moment, the Geth offensive has been halted. Let's get back to the Normandy. And very quickly, we're gonna pass by Tali and give her what we know that she would like to have. So much for a pilgrimage, kid. I took care of it for you. You can just take this back to the fleet, the flotilla. I'm sure they'll love you. You'll be the most popular Quarian in the entire flotilla.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
No, of course.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Saren. But my people need this.
It'll take years to decipher and analyze the data.
Maybe even decades, but it's worth the time. This information will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt. One I can never repay.
We'll be
The only
buddies for
thing
a
I can
while.
offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Paragon +1. Why only +1? Am I maxed out? It looks like I'm totally maxed out on Paragon. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Let's go. Since we're already down here, let's pass by this Alliance Requisition Officer fella. Alliance Requisition Officer Junior.
Looking for supplies?
And
Let's see what you've got.
let me sell
You bet, Commander.
a bunch of stuff, I hope. Can I buy anything useful from you? This might be way better for Garrus. Ursa X. I think that'd be better for Garrus. I'm gonna buy that. And as far as selling things, we have a lot of stuff we can sell, I'm sure. We can sell that, we can sell these. I'm sure we can sell those. We can sell that. We're not going to wear this. We can definitely sell this. These logic arrest tools. You know, I should have actually given one to Tali, now that I think about it. Who can use these? Caden, can you use one of these things? Yeah, you can. Here, use one of those things. Tali, do you need one of these? Yeah, you definitely need one of these. The only other person that can use an Omni tool would be Garrus. But here, use that one. Great. We'll sell these other Omni tools, and while we're at it, Garrus, you can put on that better armor that I got for you. Looking snazzy, buddy. Oh, really? That's fine. That's fine. What other armors do I have floating around? Anything useful? Ashley, is this better for you? No, you're fine. You're fine as is. Alright, so I'm gonna sell all the armors, almost all the weapons.
Looking for supplies?
Yep.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
I bet. We're gonna sell all of the, we're definitely gonna sell that. These cipher tools. Kinetic buffers can go. We're not using that really. We can definitely sell these strikers, these Raikus. We'll keep a brawler and a Karpov, I guess. Razors can go, Lancers can go. That can go. This can go. All these shotguns. Anything really at this level that's a weapon can go. Energized plating at this level is not worth more than ablative. These frictionless materials could be useful. These high explosive rounds are probably not going to be useful. Kinetic coil, sure. Kinetic exoskeleton, I mean not that many. Scram rails, okay, yeah, we'll keep them. Shield interface, never use them. Sledgehammer rounds, maybe. Snowblind rounds, probably not. Sell this pistol, that armor. Okay, that's pretty good. We're close to 10 million credits here. And more importantly, we've cleared out a truly limited resource, which is inventory space. At some point, we'll level up enough to be able to access the top level Spectre gear. Right now, what we're using is level 7 Spectre gear, and I'd like to be using level 10 Spectre gear. From a side quest point of view, let's see if there's anything else that we can take care of here. Strange transmission, biotic commune. Find the commune. And the Hawking Ada cluster. Okay. Let's save here.
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major
There's
offensive
an
in the
extra
system.
space after the word where.
We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Hack it out, buddy. You got any problems? Hack them out. Where's Hawking Ada? There it is. I don't think I've been here either, but we'll just go here. Appears to just be one area here.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shock.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command.
Long time no see.
An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
Okay.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them.
Oh, jeez.
That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow
Man,
responsible
the
for
grammatical
all their
errors.
problems.
There's a space
We can't
before.
let him go on like this.
There's a space after the word unfortunately and before the comma. That's just shoddy.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
So if I had made my Shepard ruthless instead of a sole survivor, Torfin would have been where his sort of backstory became famous. Torfin is the site of a major battle, and in that background, Shepard is a ruthless commander who sacrifices his troops to do whatever it takes to get victory and to destroy the enemy. And I'm presuming that Major Kyle would have recognized me or would have had some kind of conversation if that was indeed my background. But I chose sole survivor, so we're not going to be... He's not going to recognize me. He shouldn't know who I am, except by reputation, I don't think.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
As ever. Hack it out. I guess that's where we're going. Klendigan. Klendigan's most striking feature is, of course, the Great Rift Valley that stretches across the southern hemisphere. What is most fascinating about the rift is that it does not appear to be natural. The geological record suggests that it is the result of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of unimaginable destructive power. This occurred some 37 million years ago. So I don't know if this is true, but if you sort of piece together what we know about the series and some of the planet descriptions, there's at one of the planets they have the Leviathan of Dis, which is you later find out, or it's strongly hinted that the Leviathan is a Reaper corpse. And what could have killed a Reaper? In Mass Effect 2, we're gonna run into a derelict Reaper at some point. What could have killed that? Well, maybe this weapon, this mass accelerator of unimaginable destructive power, is what did it. And maybe this is some, missed shot from, I don't know, some incredible distance that eventually flew through the galaxy and then, hit this planet. And in Mass Effect 2, one of the sort of side conversations that takes place on the Citadel is an Alliance sergeant or officer yelling at some enlisted men about their fire discipline and how if they shoot off rounds in space without getting a proper firing solution, the projectile is just going to keep traveling forever until it hits someone somewhere, or something somewhere. And that's what could have happened to this projectile. It could have been traveling through the galaxy for who knows how long, until it crashed here. I don't know, that kind of stuff is fun for me to think about. Gotcha. You look just like Asteroid X-57. Are you X-58? It's actually much bigger, isn't it? Radius 83 kilometers. X-57 was just 22 kilometers. Yep, the Mr. Newton Spice. I can't remember exactly, but to paraphrase, Isaac Newton is the most dangerous son of a bitch in space. Pressop, or Pressrop. The moon of Clendigan. So these are a bunch of biotics. I'm kind of tempted to try something a bit different. I mean, we'll bring Liara. But I'm going to bring Tali again, just in case we need to fight them. And we're going to rely on her to shut down their biotics, I hope. But first, let's take a quick look at that glancing blow right there. That ruined somebody's day. Anyway, let's check our map. Anomaly, blah blah blah. We're gonna go straight here. I'm not gonna waste time with those. We're gonna come here and then sort of swing around that way. Relatively speaking, this is not the most interesting planet or planetoid that we've been on in Mass Effect. Just brown dirt. But I mean, this more than makes up for it. Who the hell wants to look at the ground when you can look at that? Hopefully we found ourselves a relatively easier way to navigate to the destination. Hopefully. Come on, come on, let me over. Let me try to get there. And then once we're here, we'll just angle a bit further to the right, and we should be directly where we need to be. Perfect.
Heading to position.
Perfect. A large deposit of gold. We're rich. Let's knock on the door. See what's what. There's two facilities here. We'll try this one first, I guess.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
It's not really up to him.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We'll get
We
hurt.
won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
Yeah, he needs me.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
That one? Okay.
Redeploying.
Where's the door, actually? Is it this thing? My sense of scale is all messed up. Hello, biotic cultist.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
Well, I mean, they probably have a better attitude.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
I mean, I will if I have to, but I don't think I will have to. You know, I don't think I've taken enough time to appreciate this hallway, where they installed glass windows so you could admire the rock, I guess. I mean, I guess that's mainly there to let players know exactly where they are and why there isn't a building above the surface. The building is below the surface.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
But otherwise it appears to be the pretty standard configuration of boxes and crates. And then random bits and bobs.
Don't try anything. We're watching you.
You're okay. Watch away. Anything interesting this way? Another room. This is where people sleep. I won't steal from you just yet.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
Now here's something. You see this guy here? He's got a sleeveless jacket on. I'm not sure, but I think you can actually wear this sleeveless jacket as Shepard. In Mass Effect 2, maybe 3, I can't remember. Or something like it. I mean, it looks goofy as hell. It looks like they reused that asset, possibly. Somebody said, hey, that's fashionable. Shepard might want to wear that.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
They definitely told that voice actor to sound like a cult leader. Where are the investigators?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
That was a weird inflection at the end there. He's getting nervous. We've disrupted his aura of calm and serenity. I tried to protect you. You will pay for your crime. Enough crazy talk. You can't help him now, buddy.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
Ooh.
No. This was my fault. My children are innocent. Pure. Please. I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Alright, buddy. You're making the right decision. Sorry is not enough, though.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait. If my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack, and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I mean, we don't have much reason to trust him. Nevertheless, it's not like he can really go anywhere. We'll just be outside the door watching the situation. Get the Normandy in orbit. We can keep an eye on everything, and if he does try any funny business,
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
That's right.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can ask Alliance Command to send a patrol to collect Major Kyle. I just hope you know what you are doing, Shepard.
Don't you question me. It's just rude. I mean, you can question my decisions, but not in front of the crazy cultist leader. Come on now. What do you cultists think about all this?
Everyone looks at us like we're freaks, just because we have biotics.
Okay.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
Okay.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
They didn't really do much with the biotic suspicion angle in subsequent games. Biotics become something quite routine, it seems. Nobody really minds if other people have biotics. So they never went anywhere with it. It's not like Deus Ex, where the difference between people with enhancements and the people without enhancements is dramatic. And there's a lot of suspicion and, you know, racial animosity between people that do have enhancements and the people that don't. But they set it up here and they decided to just let it go. Which is fine, I guess. They can't... I mean, they could keep that thread going, they just chose not to.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident.
Excellent.
We'll make sure he gets the help he needs.
Great.
To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives.
Yeah, feeling pretty good about myself. And that congratulations coming from you, Admiral Hackett, means the world to me. So, there are still a few... Hang on. Yeah. I always get the vibe with Mass Effect where a great GM is making up a great story as he goes along. And certainly that is part of it, right? I mean, the people that wrote these things are fantastic. The main writer, Drew K., I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Apparently, you know, he was a big part of this. He was the solo head writer for this game, and then he shared head writing responsibility in Mass Effect 2, and then he was not involved in Mass Effect 3. And his decreasing involvement over the course of the original trilogy corresponds to a decrease in the quality of the plot. You know, it's a great setup and not a great delivery in the end with Mass Effect 3. I actually think the fan theory about indoctrination is pretty cool. In some ways. It's not that satisfying, I think, because it's kind of like it was all a dream. More like you were just crazy the entire time. But it's an interesting angle. And it's better than what we got. I mean, we'll get to see more about the Reapers as we go. And some of the initial dialogue from the Reapers is really spooky. And you make all kinds of, like, you know, suppositions about why they could be doing what they're doing. I mean, when it comes to people who theorize about AI and the dangers of AI, you know, there's a certain set of risks that come about if you have, like, super powerful general artificial intelligence that is self-aware and sentient. There's a certain set of risks and moral questions that come into play there. But then it's almost scarier if you get artificial general super intelligence, super, you know, powerful, super potent, and it is not self-aware. It's just doing something blindly that it was programmed to do, or that it is misinterpreting its programming. That could have been an interesting angle for the Reapers. Just sort of blind AI, kind of knowing what it's doing, maybe not really knowing what it's doing. maybe it wasn't an AI initially and then it became that later. I mean, certainly from the Reapers you get a sense of emotion, a sense of arrogance that is totally at odds with how they're explained in the end of the story. Like, they shouldn't be dicks if all they wanted to do is what they wanted to do according to the main story of Mass Effect 3. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this stream. There are still a few unexplored, like mainly these two, I guess. I don't. Maybe this one is the only one I haven't really explored. I don't know if I want to take the. Should I hit these? I've hit almost everything else, I think. You know what? Let's just go here. We've already done almost everything else. Let's go. Let's keep going. This, I think, is the last cluster that I haven't been to. I don't know that for sure, but I just think it's the last
Commander, we've got an incoming distress signal. Patching through to you.
Mayday! 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 This is Lieutenant Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Dude, I am so happy that I clicked on this star cluster. We're gonna get a pretty cool mission here. We're gonna go straight down to the planet. It's a Mayday after all. We got no time to mess around. Who are we gonna bring to this party? We're gonna bring the 18. And we're gonna investigate what the hell is going on here. Now that I remember what mission this is, I would have been disappointed if I had forgotten it. Anomaly, listening post. We're gonna go directly to the listening post since it sounded really urgent. Some nice terrain here. Looks like some kind of volcanic world. Quite the dramatic skybox. But yeah, so we'll, this is a pretty cool mission. I like this. I really did enjoy this one. This is one of those planets that's more rewarding from an exploration point of view. So we're gonna do this. That's a listening post over there. We gotta get over there. Help out whoever's there. Let's see what's going on here. We've got bad guys, but I don't see them. Where are they? What was that? Rachni. How dare you? What? I missed. Why are the Rachni here? How did they get here? What is going on? Did the Queen betray us? Are these more crazy children? Oh shit, hang on. We gotta get out of here. The Mako, they snuck up on us. And their attacks go straight through. No, not that. Not that, I said... Ah, God damn it. Their attacks go straight through shields.
That's the last of them.
The hell is going on here?
Guess we won't be leaving,
So, something's bugged here. Usually there's a bit of conversation before the fighting starts, but I guess we're going straight into the fighting. So what's going on? I'll explain it. Usually there's a bit of dialogue here. And the bottom line is, these people have been holding off these Rachni for whatever reason. The Rachni have sort of popped up here and are attacking them. And they've got these turrets, but the turrets are busted because they don't have a power supply, and the Mako is now the power supply, which means you don't get to use the Mako. And it's probably for the best, because those Rachni were beating up the Mako pretty good. You know what I need to do? First of all, we need to upgrade Rex a bit. What are we going to give you, Rex? Better warp? Better assault rifles? I'm going to go with a better warp, actually. And then we're all going to bring some better weapons for this. Give me some shredders. You got Inferno, that's good. You got Inferno, that's good. You might as well go to a real weapon there. This is all fine. Because Rachni attacks ignore shields, they were really tearing into the Mako something fierce. I mean, the Mako just could not sustain anything. I'd rather get it out of the picture and keep it alive. Now, in exchange for disabling the Mako, we've gained these turrets, which are doing something to help us. And of course, we've got immunity. We've got Liara and Rex on the case. Whoa, 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 whoa! I accidentally clicked outside the window, which happens at random points for reasons I cannot understand. We got pretty good crowd control capabilities, so we should be able to keep these Rachni under control mostly. Get out of here! Get out of here! How dare you! How dare you charge me? Normally all that information that I just gave you comes from the Marine that's there. But apparently, for whatever reason, we glitched right into the combat. I don't know why. But there you have it. That's what happened. Let's get a quick heal in.
I think we're done here.
We're gonna have 40 seconds of rest and recovery. Lieutenant Durand.
First Lieutenant Durand, sir.
Oh, you'll talk to me.
3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We're here to help, obviously.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all.
There's only 3
they
of you.
dropped us here a few months
I can definitely
back.
carry you.
We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than Lycan. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men.
Just 3 of
I'm
you?
the ranking officer.
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You bombard them. You take us out too.
They are intelligent.
They're not animals. They're a sentient species. You study history? They're called Rachni.
Never heard of them. Can't say I care.
I like your attitude.
What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
We already did that.
Aye, aye, Commander.
That's
You heard the man.
You heard me.
Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
We got 30 seconds before the next wave. Do we need meds? Why not? I think we used one. Yeah, we did. Let's get ourselves back in position. So I think, Liara, if you were to stand right there, and Rex, if you were to stand right there, that would be great. That way you would be able to provide some fire support. Liara, you would be a little bit safer. Rex, you can step up a bit. You're a big boy. Liara is not nearly so tough as you. And we need her biotics to be on at all times. I'll be out here in front. I'll be doing most of the tanking. Alright. Hit me. Yeah. I did not need to take that hit. Alright, let's start using these biotics. Let's get a lift there. Rex, you should be using immunity. And then Liara, I need you to push that guy. Let's get immunity back up. Let's get... Wait, I don't want singularity just yet. Let's keep that one in reserve. Now let's use it, I guess. There's a lot of them. There's one right on top of me. I need a lift here. Please. I mean, I'll be fine. I got immunity, but I'll still use the lift. See, now I kind of wish I had saved singularity because they're coming out in multiples, but it's fine. We stasis that guy. It'll buy us a little bit of time. And we'll work on this guy. Warp is so good, man. Fuck you. Don't you charge me, how dare you. Let's get a push on this guy. Lift on that one. Alright, this guy... Oh, damn it. Every once in a while, I can't control this. Because the game is being stupid about... I don't know, something about Windows where it's pulling my mouse out of the game. Really awkward moments, and I can't aim things properly in this pause mode. Like right here. Okay, we got it back. We definitely needed a singularity there, and we can use a push here, and I could definitely use immunity. Now the sound is glitching out. How are we doing over here? Let's get a lift there, and we'll stasis that guy for a second. Push. So where did these guys come from? I mean, it's possible that... No, not that. This is fine. It's possible that somebody got a hold of these guys from Noveria. Jeez, there's no end to them. Is that all of them? Yeah, I think so. Lieutenant Durand.
Holy hell, sir.
Holy hell
Talk
is
about
right.
a near-run thing. You all right?
You good?
Never mind me. Are you alright?
Still on my feet. But we've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight.
Jeez.
None of us will be standing for long. There's one other thing I should mention. One of our other listening posts went offline 3 days ago. I don't know if it's coincidence, a pirate raid, or what. But if you want to check in on them...
We'll check on them. I don't know why there are arachni loose out here, but I intend to find out.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right. That must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
We got it.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. You can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives
Are
to
you
get us
kidding
off
me? I
world.
want to.
If you want to take a throw at it, we'll give you the coordinates. But it's your call. You saved our asses, Commander. Thanks.
Man, so let's theorize a bit here. Are the Rachni the same Rachni that we encountered on Novaria? Different Rachni? You know, if there was one egg floating in space in a derelict ship, there could, in theory, be others. Has the Queen betrayed us? Right? Did she lie when she said that the Rachni would be peaceful? Did they retreat to this world and then, you know, were they unhappy that we showed up? Hive mind? Yeah. Yeah, they got a hive mind. Unless these Rachni are not intelligent and are in fact the crazy Rachni. That could be true as well, right? Maybe the Rachni that didn't get they're one of the kids that didn't get sung to properly. The Queen said that if children grow in silence, they do not develop properly. That could be. Fortunately, there's no nearly dead Asari around to translate for them. And we haven't met a queen yet here, but presumably there's a queen somewhere, right? So we're gonna scan the surface pretty carefully here and see what we can find. And eventually we're gonna end up down here, and we're gonna deal with this mine, which is that big giant space underground that they were talking about. But I want to check out these points of interest first. Let's see what's going on here. Whoa. Got it back. As you can see, I'm just driving so that the edge of the map is just barely visible on the right side of my scope, just to sort of scrape the edge and make sure I don't miss anything. We're pretty close to where I want it to go. Yeah, there are all kinds of possibilities on where these Rachni came from. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit disappointed. You know, Shepard, he's asking himself, did I make the right call? Should I have killed that queen? Would they still be here? Then again, we know what we were saying before, like, that facility might have been... We know that Cerberus had their hands on some Rachni. They got their hands on some Rachni because we know, because they were holding them in their facility when in that mission that we ran to try to find Admiral Kahoku. You hear that? Rachni song? Maybe. So we know that Cerberus got their hands on some Rachni. It's entirely plausible that they... It's coming from over there. At least it sounds that way. What's here? It appears these particle bores were shut down just after breaking through the tunnel, through into tunnels just below the surface. The shacks and equipment are stenciled with the logo of the Tenkara or the Tenkara Mining Consortium. There is no trace of the crew. This looks like more like they broke into Rachni tunnels down here, and they probably got wiped out. So is it possible that some Rachni got loose? Semi-crazy Rachni, maybe not fully crazy Rachni. They do have some indication of organization going on here. Maybe the Rachni have instincts? What is that? It's not marked. Looks like another colony. Let's check it out. Or maybe just another point where the tunnels breach the surface. Whoa! It's an ambush. Shit. We're gonna get a good safe distance away. And we're gonna fight at a good safe distance. That's one down. And if we need to, we can always just jump back in the Mako and peace out. And we can always use some crowd control abilities. We could hit this guy, for example, back here with a warp. Actually, you hit him with a warp, and then Rex, you just get your overheat up. Overkill. We use more crowd control here. A little bit more crowd control. More? Yeah, one more. Yeah, it seems to have been all of them. There was an unmarked break in the tunnels. Right there. Jeez, man. So they did say, the Marines did say that another listening post has gone offline. And they said maybe it was a coincidence, but I mean, was it a coincidence? Probably not. I'm going to assume it was not a coincidence. And yeah, man, I don't know if there's any payoff at all to these missions. I assume not. I don't remember any payoff to these missions, but damn, they're just cool. Like, they left the coolest missions to the furthest parts of the game, man. That Geth mission, this mission. It's like, you know, they had some really cool concepts and they just... somebody fought to put them in the game. And it just squeezed them in at a few random star clusters at the end of the game. The end of the galaxy. Or at least the part of the galaxy that we visit during this game. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you explore this world? This world is awesome. This is our next destination over here. Let's see what we find. Looks like some random debris. What is this? Buried safe box. A medallion. Just what I've always wanted. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I see you. I see you, Rachni. Alright, round number 2. Let's trigger the ambush and then move ourselves to a nice safe distance. There's the ambush. I wanted to hit him on the way out. That's fine. I won't. We'll give ourselves lots of runway here, and we'll get to work. I'm strafing a bit left here and there just because if they do start shooting at me, their projectiles will hopefully miss because of the strafe. He's close enough that we can crowd control them. This guy also crowd controlled. Also you. Also, I'm stepping further and further away from the Mako. I think I can handle these guys, but I don't want them randomly shooting the Mako because I'm standing in front of it. I guess we'll use this, sure. You know, I probably shouldn't be holding Singularity in reserve. It seems to recharge so quickly that probably if I use it first, by the time I've cycled through the other crowd control abilities... Oh, somebody else left? Who? Where? Over there? Oh, I see him. So I was just saying, like, if I use Singularity first, it'll probably cycle back to being ready by the end of the battle. Because it seems to have a really short cooldown. Oh, we came a long distance from the Mako. And, yeah, if I use it first and the battle goes on long enough, I'll probably have it back up again by the latter part of the fight. And we'll be able to get 2 uses out of it per fight instead of just 1. Alright, we're going to head down to this Rachni-infested mine. See what we can see there. I mean, this is better than, like, go to random planet X, find a slaver or a pirate or somebody unsavory and kill them. I mean, I don't mind doing that either. Most of the time, like, the unsavory types that you kill are genuinely unsavory and also a bit interesting. You know, they got a story. Like that one guy who was really mad at us because of the Skillian Blitz and how, like, it didn't work. But it's nice to do, like, you know, completely different missions like this. Now, we're not going to have the advantage of distance like we did in the previous fights. This is going to be up close and dirty. You can see this is definitely Rachni territory. We're going to lay down a save right here. Save number 100. Let's go for it. Music kicks in at just the right moment. Alright, Rachni, where the hell are you? What? You sneaky motherfucker. Dude, they just all popped up. I mean, as you would expect them to do, that's fair. They've been popping up and ambushing us this entire time. I can't complain if they start doing that right now. I mean, I've been amply warned. That guy's dead, that guy's dead. You know, we need warp on this guy right now. him down quick. And let's get a push on that guy. I probably could have used that explosive. Is that it? There's probably more. Whoa! Like, yeah, there's definitely more. Singularity, immunity, immunity. Alright. Whoa. What is that? Oh. That was like a sculpture or something. It's just another Arachni. Another singularity, please. And more immunity, please. And let's, because there's 3 of them, let's definitely get some DPS enhancing skills in play here. There's one that's not, that may not be crowd controlled properly. Over here. Where's this one? Show yourself. There you are. Are you just gonna stand there? I guess that's just what you're gonna do. Alright, where else do we have Arachni? I'm gonna walk all over this nest and I'm gonna trigger every nook and cranny. Yep, here you go. I am okay with this. Oh, what? You did not get crowd controlled? Wow. Good for you. And you killed the Aura, you son of a bitch. Here, now you're crowd controlled. Is the Aura gonna revive? She will. We'll accelerate this process with a Metagel. The healing process. And we'll see if there's any more Arachni ambush points to trigger. Like this one. Right there. And she died right away, dude. This is a little bit bad. Actually. Rex, if you get a throw, that would be ideal. I really don't want to trigger melee. Rex, you're alright, I guess, for now. Let me hit him with this, I guess. I'll just turn that on. There's more. I'm gonna bring the R back. And I need to be able to trigger singularity. There we go, we got both of them. That's good. It was a bit dicey, but we're doing fine. I feel like I've explored most of this cave, so we probably have triggered all the ambush points. Maybe not this one. Let's see. Oh, we did trigger that one. Okay, good. So we seem to have triggered most of the ambush points. And now we will proceed deeper into the cave to what I presume is the end point. I mean, they're going to pop out of that, obviously. We got all our skills off, almost all of our skills off cooldown. But I don't think we'll need Unity anytime soon, so we'll be okay, I think. Let's trigger this. There we go. Let's get a nice big singularity going. Oh shit, what is that? Rachni Brood Warrior, and he's fucking biotic too? Oh hell no. Knock his ass back immediately. He stasis someone! Dude, he stasis Liara. Get a warp on that guy ASAP. Holy moly. Killed Liara. Dude, he's got... Alright, wake up, Liara. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Brood Warriors, dude. You got biotic Brood Warriors. Haven't fought those guys before. And our prize for all that... I mean, I guess we're gonna do the same thing on the other side of the mine. I mean, Liara's hurting. We'll take a minute to upgrade here. I mean, probably this is gonna really pay off so that we get more first aid out of our first aid. I think Shepard has it too somewhere, but I really haven't invested in it. I don't know if these stack with what Liara is getting, but definitely we're going to focus over here first. We're level 50, which is a pretty good level to hit. I think this is the point at which we'll start getting level 10 gear, I hope. Maybe not. Maybe need a few more levels to get level 10 gear. But yeah, we're hurting pretty badly right now. Both of them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, man. So much for taking a break and recharging. You guys really caught me off guard, I have to say. Well done. Jeez Louise. You know what, I'm just gonna hit immunity just in case. You dick. Like, I could use Medigel and bring their health back quicker, which I might do actually. But then I just wouldn't have it for the next fight. I mean, what I could do is on Liara. Oh, she's just got the one slot. And that's the best medical exoskeleton that I've got available right now. What are you... Exoskeleton 5? Come on, dude. Take that at least. And ablative coating 5. Man, take that. That's better. That's gonna make it tougher. I mean, here's what we're gonna do. Whatever. And then we're going to hit Adrenaline Rush, and that'll bring our first aid right back up to speed. Now, I mean, I kind of know what to expect here, having faced it once, so why don't you guys just hang out back here, right? And then I'll be the one to go down here and trigger the monster. There we go. Let's start off with a singularity, as we do. And then we'll try to hold most of my powers in reserve until the Brood Warrior comes out. I can definitely be using immunity right now, though. Where's the Brood Warrior? I assume there's another one. Oh, Liara got hit. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Alright, there he is. Now, push him. Push him real goddamn hard. It didn't affect him at all. Holy shit, can you lift him? Can't lift him. Can you stasis? First of all, you guys need to just come with me. We're gonna be kiting this guy. Can you stasis him? Can you push him? Can you do anything to this guy whatsoever? Oh, that worked. Oh shit, that worked. Okay, they were just stuck and not using their powers. Phew. Records of the Rachni War suggest brood warriors, the male-gendered Rachni. Oh, really? Only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the Rachni on Nepmos. I mean, I don't feel safe saying that. There's still one left on my scope as we speak. What is this? Dude. Very dicey. Might be one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. I'm gonna mess this up, aren't I? Nope, made it. Predator 9. It still won't be better than what we're carrying. Unless it's a Predator H9, then it'll be better. Sometimes they save their powers for dramatic effect. Yeah, they do. And there was a lot of drama. A lot of close-range fighting. A lot of ambushes right on top of me. But in fairness, I mean, they told me the Rachni ambush. I mean, that Lieutenant Durand, she said, look, man, they're popping up right under our feet. And I don't know, she seemed very cavalier about being able to like handle it now that we had weakened them or something. But yeah, they definitely need to pick up. They definitely need to pick up. They should just, the three of them that are apparently alive, so just jump on my ship right away. Join my crew. And we'll get them off planet. Area map updated. Whew. So now we should have an extra mission. Right? Right? No, apparently not. Where's this mission that we're doing right now? I don't know what it's called. Distress call, I guess. No. Listening post alpha is the top one. It's complete. Where did they say the other one was? And they said there was another detachment, or listening post rather, that had gone silent. And that we should check on them. Where were they? I assume not here. Here? Right? There's no other planet. There's usually only one planet per star system. Let's try this spot. We haven't been here, have we? I don't think we've been here. Altair is an exceptional form of planet called a Roche world. It's half of a pair of small and unusually dense terrestrial worlds, Altair and Ontair, that orbit each other so closely they effectively share a single atmosphere. I guess that's where we're landing. Carbonaceous asteroid. A dark asteroid of mixed impacts by weapon fire. Signs of battle. Imanea. So I guess this is where they want us to go, right? Nope. Yep. Listening post, yeah, this is exactly where we need to go. Let's go there directly. No time to lose. And the fact that they've gone silent means we probably are far too late to do anything useful, but... I mean, if anybody's alive, we'll try to help. This is a creepy environment, dude. Barely see anything. I guess that's the other planet that shares an atmosphere with this one. But you know, dark and creepy is appropriate once in a while. And if a thresher maw were to pop through the ground right here, they might catch me off guard. Question mark? Let me investigate this question mark. Apparently the fact that these two planets are orbiting closely... Oh, there's enemies out there. Anyway, the fact that these two planets are orbiting closely is apparently causing all kinds of wind and stuff. Atmospheric disturbances. Which is why there's all this wind, I guess. And all the dust in the air. You hear that? You heard that. Yep, we got Rachni. Damn, dude. I mean, I'm gonna guess we got here too late. Let's just trigger these guys. Get them all out here. And then... we're gonna thin the ranks a bit, I think. And then we're gonna fight whatever's left. Yara, how'd you get hit? I mean, I should be a bit cautious too, I guess. Let them to get too close, they start shooting. What's up, guys? I need to pick a target. Stick with it. I see you. Rachni, dude. Rachni. Maybe there'll be a clue inside this facility as to where the hell these Rachni came from, and maybe there's even more infestation elsewhere. I mean, it's you don't want to call it an infestation if they're sentient. And then it's just an invasion. Well, there's a dude. Presumably an Alliance Marine. He was wearing the same uniform as Lieutenant Durand. Ah, I should have seen that coming. There we go. Well, they've got pretty good weapons, which suits Alliance Marines. Oh, god damn it. I messed up. override. And we'll just make it all... We'll make those things Omnigel. Whatever. They're pretty kitted. Standard play here. Could be a lot of the Rachni workers in this building. They might charge us and explode.
Enemy contact.
Here they come. And if they want to charge us, I want to have a nice narrow shooting gallery for them to funnel into. I'm over here. Yeah, workers. I guess I can't quite reach it. There's absolutely no reason for me to not have immunity on right now. You're just gonna let me shoot you? I'm okay with it, but like, I don't get it. Immunity. I don't see anybody else on the radar. Rex said it was clear, so we're gonna believe him. But I'm just gonna assume that there's one more ambush somewhere. Right? That seems like a safe assumption. I mean, there wasn't much resistance left. I mean, the question is... Are those eggs? Or not anymore. Ah. Any more? Gotta be thorough. Gotta be real thorough. Ooh, a Savant 9? Excuse me. Excuse me while I check this out. Oliara. I mean, it's only marginally better, but I'll take it. And guess what, Rex? Buddy? Pal? This is exactly as good as the thing you already have. Never mind. I got excited for no reason. I've also apparently maxed out the possible credits in this game. I'll give the Savant 7 to Caden, I guess. How quick I am on the minigame? I've had lots of practice on that minigame, man. Circular Frogger. It actually upsets me every time I don't get it right. Yeah, in a big way. But in a minor annoyance kind of way. Frictionless materials, I like that. I think I might actually even... Yeah, this is a better frictionless material, so I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Shepard, their logs say they received a supply run 2 days ago. The Rachni worked fast.
Where from?
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
You sure didn't.
I will need a moment. This base is supplied by drone freighters, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots, to reduce the likelihood of tracking. I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
Wherever it is, there's probably more Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Oh, we sure will. The Rachni infestation seems to be a result of a supply drop from Argos Row. The logs downloaded by the freighter, or from the freighter, should allow you to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. I mean, it's really suspicious. By the way, you notice how we're getting 0 credits now? It's really suspicious because they said that the pattern of drops by the supply freighter which is an automated drone, was set up to avoid detection, right? To seem random. So someone's doing this shit on purpose. And I have a sneaking suspicion that someone might be Cerberus. Because who the fuck would do this shit just randomly? And just scatter arachni here and there just to see what happens. Let's get ourselves back to the Normandy. And I guess we need to head all the way back to Argos Row, which is, if I remember correctly, where's Argos Row? Is it here? There. Not very far away. Hydra, Gorgon, Phoenix. I think it's this one. I think it's Hydra. Right? Maybe not. Canrum? No, we've been on Canrum before. We talked about Canrum. Yeah, we talked about this. Let's just check the journal entry and confirm before we randomly pick places. But it's not here. I guess we're just randomly picking things because it's not in my journal. So it's not Hydra, I don't think, right? Because Hydra, we landed on Metghost before. I think. And the reason I think we did is because we read this log entry about Canrum and the death of the warlord Shiagr, the female warlord. Phoenix? I mean, let's see if I remember Phoenix. Patashi, Silsalto, Vebinok, Tuntao. I don't know. The fact that there are things here that I haven't... No, I did discover this. So this I've probably been to as well, because apparently I've discovered the asteroids that are hidden in the asteroid belt. Or at least one of them, Vebinok. None of this sounds super familiar to me. No remarkable features. Alright, I'm gonna assume it's not this either. So if it's not Phoenix and it's not Hydra, are we going to Gorgon? Another mythical beast? Star system? Unidentified space facility. This looks right. Right, it was a freighter. And the freighter would have originated from this unidentified space facility. Another blue giant, Gorgon. Slekken. Orbiting at an unbelievable distance of 710 AU. Astronomical units, right? Well, let's visit this facility. And let's see, the space station appears to have been assembled from used off-the-shelf civilian ship modules of diverse origins. There are no obvious hull markings, and it is not broadcasting any ID signal. Somebody wanted to be hidden. And I think it's safe to assume what kind of enemies we'll find here. I mean, they're already on the scope. Let's go. Come here. Come here, I see you. I see you on my scope. Where are you? You son of a bitch. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna pop that there. Will that get you? Did that get you? I don't know. Oh yeah, it sure did. Whenever we're done with this ship, I am for sure gonna just blast it out of space. That seems like the only smart thing to do. Right? We're not gonna leave it for the next person to find. I mean, how else am I gonna know that I managed to get every single worker? Let's go through here right now. I'm not gonna backtrack through the maze. Doesn't seem to be anything going on here. Just a bunch of stuff to loot. And some Quarian armor that might be good for Tali. Just barely made that one. Ah, messed up. Let's check out the cockpit here. Anything here?
That's the last of them.
Is it? Hopefully there's something here to answer this mystery.
Personal data recorder for Major Elena Flores.
Play the first entry.
Sigma 23 is almost fully operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
Motherfucking Cerberus.
Cerberus. Is that a corporation?
Dude, where have you been this entire game? Apparently Rex has been paying zero attention to what's happening, and he's just been killing things for fun.
Play the second entry.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Noveria.
Yeah, man, they
promise
snagged
this
them from
batch will be
Noveria.
stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit.
Ah.
We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
I got you. So basically, Cerberus was in fact, as we suspected, spying on Binary Helix and Noveria. They figured out the thing about Rachni developing in proximity to Queens, so that maybe not just the Queens, but the Elders in general will sing to them and they'll develop properly. And so these Rachni that we've been chasing that show some behaviors that are organized, are not purely animalistic. I mean, they established a colony, right? And had colony-like behaviors. They had some degree of exposure to the Queen, but maybe not fully developed.
Play the last entry.
They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week.
Shit.
General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the Rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
Jeez, man.
This is a familiar story. A failed experiment with the Rachni. Nice to see humans are consistently stupid.
Oh, Rex.
Let's go.
The escaped Rachni definitely came from the station. Cerberus has vague motives to prevent further contamination. Arm the station's scuttle charges and evacuate to the Normandy. Okay. Run. Oh, dude, they're back. We're definitely gonna blow this place. I don't even care what's there. Hey, hey, hey. Fuck all of you. Liara. Let's keep going, let's keep going. Oh. I can tank these hits. Nobody else can, but I can. What I'll do is I'll use adrenaline here. Not what I wanted. Use this. We're gonna ignore these crates, and we're gonna get ourselves out of here. Yep, that is what we're gonna do. Later. Well, that was something. I think we've been to every cluster in the game. I don't know if we've been to every single star system in the game, but I'm pretty sure we've been to every cluster. I think. We've been there, we've been there. We went to the Kepler Verge? I don't know. Newton, Herschel. I don't remember. Maybe? And this all sounds familiar. Glencory is famously claimed by the eccentric Volus billionaire Kuman Scholl. He claims that a vision of a higher being told him to seek on Glencory the lost crypts of beings of light. These entities were supposedly created at the dawn of time to protect organic life from synthetic machine devils. Well, there's more foreshadowing, I guess. But dude, have I been here? Yes, I have. Yes, I've been here. Okay, so we've been to this cluster. I recognize the description of some of the planet that we were just looking at. So we've been everywhere, dude. We've been everywhere. We've done almost everything. I'm not going to say everything just to be sure, but almost everything. And there's not a whole lot more left to do. And what's going to happen is we're going to call it a stream for real this time. This is the real end of this stream. And in the next stream, we're going to hit Virmire. And we're going to kick off the end game of Mass Effect 1. Thanks for joining me on this one. And I'll see you next time. Bye.